Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. So I hope you are enjoying this series. So let's understand yet one more concept around in this architecture that we have so far. This topic talks about having data centers, geo routing, data synchronization, and failure safety. So let's see how this thing comes into picture. So let's understand the problem. Actually, what might come around this one. So I will just try to draw this in a separate component, separate diagrams that is there for simplicity. So let's say this is the web server that we have. All right, so let me increase a bit so that it's visible properly, and this is the actor and this is the number client request that is coming in here, right? So this web server, and there is this database connectivity in here. So this is the simplest architecture. You might remember the first video that it has, right? So this is the actor that is I'll say not the actor, but I'll say this as a client, and this will cover mobile devices, browser, anything that can call the web server, right? So this is a client requesting web server further connecting with the database, and things are going good. But let's say something unexpected happens with the server, and this web server is also deployed at a particular location. Let's say this is deployed in India. Something unwanted happen in India, that can be a natural disaster, political unrest can be there. So somehow the physical location where this was deployed, that got disturbed, and now the only server that we had, only database that we had is not wires are disconnected, it is not connected to the internet now. So users won't be able to get the details out of this one. If and the user base is throughout the world, obviously they won't be able to access it. How to handle this scenario? That's what is the problem that we are trying to discuss in here. So one solution is that for this one, make a copy of this one, this web server, just keep a copy of this, just make it for different color. Okay, this web server copy will be there. Similarly, database copy also will be there. Okay, and exact replica, whatever this web server, this database is there, the same deployment, same database will be there. So usually when things are fine, the interaction will happen with only one, like this 100% what I call it, traffic will go to the initial server and initial databases. But because web server has just the business logic, and things are, whenever any new changes coming in, all the latest deployment that is happening in this particular region, same deployment will happen in this region. So let's say this as I said that this is in India, so let's say this second server and database is deployed another part of the world, let's say USA it is deployed in here. Okay, so whatever data is being created in this database, it will be replicated to this database asynchronously, so that latency and all that is not impacted for the actual user it is doing. So let's say that situation I talked about, there is a political unrest, natural disaster is there, somehow this is not accessible. So there can be automatic traffic routing from the client application that is there. The traffic can be routed from first this one to this one, right? So somehow if this is crossed and we got this as a 0%, so it is no longer accessible, so 100% traffic can be routed to this one. Okay, so if automatic mechanism is there within a within few seconds or milliseconds, this traffic can be routed to this web server automatically. Okay, and if even if it is a manual process also, this can be done very quickly because all of the things it's set up. So async replication, it is all the data is available, all the business logic, everything is available in here. So without any user impact, users will be able to access the things from another locations that we have. That is what that is what the benefit of having the data centers, server centers across geographies throughout the world. So that's what happens nowadays. Like your application servers are deployed at, even if the major user base is from one location, that data is replicated throughout the world as per the need of the companies, so that in these situation data is secured and it is not wasted, it is not lost, right? So these are the things that are the advantages of this one. That is the first thing. Having data center across the world, even if there is not a natural disaster or anything, and your user base is throughout the world. Okay, so whatever we talked about, like performance improvement, we can have the improved performance if the user base from USA is hitting the web server in that location only. So that performance improvement will also come into picture. Scalability also will come into picture, because whatever geographies the user base is, they are accessing the data, accessing the server, like taking into account the infrastructure that is very near to them. And very real-time examples that we can talk about, like Netflix video streaming, Prime video streaming, Amazon.com, Flipkart, whatever these services providers are there, you see they are using these things, like they have their data centers across the world. That is how, and I have talked about it in previous videos also, that when you are streaming the content from Netflix, initially you see that the quality is not that good, but after certain point in time that gets increased, because the traffic is routed towards the nearest location, that is to you, the data center nearest to you. That takes less time to takes less time to transfer the data from the servers to your device. Okay, geo routing is yet another thing. Efficient traffic management is there, enhanced user experience is there, disaster recovery that we talked about, it is there. Okay, and CDN we talked about that. That is yet another example of that. Having CDN is basically, you can check that out. I hope you have seen that also, what CDN is, content delivery network. So those static assets, media locations are distributed throughout the world to have an efficient delivery. So in any case, whether any natural disaster or anything is there, that data will be streamed properly from that location only. So if something goes wrong from one location, that traffic will be routed to another nearest location. Okay, so that is all about this, having data centers and all that. So we understood it, this one with the simplest diagram. But if I take you to this diagram that we have initially, let me minimize it a bit. So this can be visualized in this way, right? Let's see, this API gateway is there. So this is the web server that is there, and this is something that I have tried to draw. Data center 1 and data center 2 is there. Database connectivity, another layer is there that can be also replicated to another geography of the world, and that traffic will be routed to another locations that is there. So that is all about this data center I wanted to explain. I hope you got the idea. Still have any question, any use case that you want understanding, we can collaborate on that one. Just put that in comment section. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.